For some roller derby! Welcome to the Hangar at Oaks Amusement Park, where tonight you will see the Heartless Heathers taking on the Throttle Rockets. Yeah, this incredible spectacle of derby action will get underway in just a few short minutes. But first, joining me on the microphone tonight will be Nom Nom and Toe Furious. I would also like to give a big round of applause for the officials led by It Doesn't Matter and Extra Crispy. All right, now that we have the formalities out of the way, let's bring out these two teams. Nom Nom, who do you have?
Well, King, from all across the galaxy, the fiercest women in the universe gravitated towards one another to form a constellation of kick-ass, known as the Throttle Rockets. Wearing number 143, we've got Amethyst. Number 17, Canna Whoopsass. Number 1771, Gemini. Number 1859, Natural Selector. Number 192, The Stranger. Number 253, Ann Smashaway. Number 26, Junebot. Number 4, Punchio Guts. Number 574, Kylie Wyote. Number 602, Bad Karma. Number 76, Bets Go Crazy. Number 91, Tesla Coil, and captained by number 451, Blaze of Lori.
And taking the track, the Eater of Faces, the Snatchers of Hearts, the Slayers of the Enemies, it's your Heartless Heathers! Starting with number 125, Adrenaline Crush. Number 925, Dez. Number 52, Frankenskate. Number 71, Headache. 163, Malicious Intentions. 64, Shredder Cheese. Number 9, Sui Generous. 424, Tegan Inscaria. 327, Raf Medica. 247, Bella Constrictor. 5150, Tarantula. 21, JMFK. 0, Angela Death. And number 243, Scratcher in the Eye. Get your heads together for the Heartless Heathers. Well, all right, folks, we have got a great bout, and everybody is getting ready to take the track, including the refs and the players who are already skating out there. Now, if you listen up for our first few jams, we will be going through a little bit of Derby 101 just to let you know what is going on down on the track in case you are new to the game of Derby. Well, it appears somebody really had to go because a blue van, license plate 623 KJW, is parked right in front of the porta potties. You need to move your van and your lights are on.
So here we are, King, jam 1 of this game, and we've got Headache jamming for the Heartless Heathers and Amethyst jamming for the Throttle Rockets. Headache does get out first. They are our lead jammer for this first jam.
All right, and as you know in the game of Derby, those who wear the stars on their helmets, they are the jammers. They are the ones that get to score points.
And they're the ones who can call off the jam, just like we just saw Headache do.
That's exactly correct. So how they score points is they have to get through the pack legally on their initial pass, and then when they come back around on their second pass, they can get a point for every opposing blocker and player on the track that they pass.
Down there on the Ron Tonkin jammer line, it looks like we've got Tegan and Scaria jamming for the Heartless Heathers and Bad Karma jamming for the Throttle Rockets.
Bad Karma trying to engage that pack of blockers. The blockers on the track are the rest of the players making up the pack, and their job is to play offense and defense at the same time to get their jammer free and stop the opposing jammer.
Tegan and Scaria there at the back of the pack. She is our lead jammer this jam, but she is working hard against those Throttle Rocket blockers. Blaze of Glory really causing her some trouble.
Forearm call, that's going to be down on Kylie Wyote, and they will spend 30 seconds in the Bud Light penalty box.
Nice little apex hop by Bad Karma there.
Yaya gets through, picks up a full 5 points, and calls this jam off.
Calling it off very strategically, too, as this next jam, Heartless Heathers, will start with a 5-4 pack advantage.
Now, as I had mentioned, the folks on the track with the stars on their helmets, they are the jammer. Now, if you were the first jammer to get out legally, you are designated as lead jammer. You are then in control of the jam and can call it off by patting your hands on your hips to indicate to the ref that we can stop skating and start again in a moment.
Oh, Adrenaline Crush finding just a wide open lane on the outside. She'll be our lead jammer this jam. Tesla Coil getting held up at the back of the pack by a whole lot.
Adrenaline Crush with a gruesome move, jumping right on through and picks up 5 points.
And giving some claps and some jazz hands as she comes around turn 4 there. Making it look easy, Adrenaline Crush picking up another 5 points. Ooh, Throttle Rockets trying to catch a piece of Adrenaline Crush, and they just can't grab her.
Beautiful move by Bella Constrictor to jump up there, play a little bit of offense, and make it very easy for Adrenaline Crush to get by.
Adrenaline Crush getting another round of offense from her teammates, cruising through for another quick 5.
Tesla Coil finally out on her initial pass.
It's a pretty big jam for jam 3 there, jam 2. The Heartless Heathers now up 31-0 after putting 22 points up on the board.
That was an impressive jam, and that was really good defense. And I want to say Bella Constrictor once again played excellent offense, opening up the holes once again to help her jammer get through.
Down on the track, we have Angela Death jamming for the Heartless Heathers and Amethyst for the Throttle Rockets.
Lead jammer being assist to Angela Death. Tarantula picking up a high block on the track. Will spend 30 seconds over life in the penalty box.
Angela Death through the pack on one skate. Being chased by Amethyst.
Oh! And a delayed call off just in time before Amethyst showed up in the pack. So we have a score still of 36-0.
OHSU Sports Medicine is proud to be the official medical care team of the Rose City Rollers.
Facing off against each other, we have Bad Karma and Headache. Looks like we might be back at the top of the jammer rotation.
Bad Karma engaging that 2-wall. Nice defense so far being played by the Heartless Heathers.
Kylie Wyote just stopping Headache there on that outside line.
Oh, a nice shakeup, and Dez lost her footing, and that is going to allow Bad Karma an open hole. She is now your lead jammer.
Can we just give a hand, though, for Malicious Intentions and Dez for just holding that Throttle Rocket jammer?
4 points put on the board, and Throttle Rockets now have 4-36.
Our jammer line tonight is being brought to you by Tonkin.com. The largest selection of new and used autos in the Pacific Northwest is only a click away at Tonkin.com.
Both teams are back up to 5 players on the track.
And it looks like we've got Tesla Coil and Tegan and Scaria.
Tegan Iscaria runs around the outside, finds an opening, and is your lead jammer.
Looks like Tarantula is running back Tesla Coil. Tegan and Scaria finding a tiny opening on the outside of turn 1 there. It doesn't take much to let Yaya through.
June Boss trying to play a little bit of offense, unable to get her jammer free. Does have a nice pickup, though, stopping that jammer.
Throttle Rockets looks like they've got a star pass. Throttle Rockets jammer of record is now Junebot.
Tegan Iscaria calls off that jam, picks up 5 points. That's going to bring her total to 10 in that jam.
Hey, Derby fans, check your Bridgeport Beer Cup. 3 lucky winners will drink Bridgeport on Rose City tonight. See the bar for details.
Amethyst once again on the line. Nice move there, shaking off blockers, and Amethyst is your lead jammer.
Multiple penalties being called down on the track. Oh, beautiful apex jump by Amethyst.
Cut being called on JMFK.
King, I'm not sure quite how many whistles got blown down there just now.
There was a bunch of whistles.
Hey, and speaking of beer fans, check out that Bud Light penalty box. RCR's newest supporter, Bud Light. Grab one at the bar.
Well, to get this next jam started, there's going to be 2 blockers sitting in that Bud Light penalty box for the Throttle Rockets and 1 for the Heartless Heathers. Angela Death quickly navigates those 2 blockers and gets through to become your lead jammer.
Bad Karma being forced to the inside. But it looks like a no penalty.
Whoa!
Big hit there in turn 3.
Angela Death almost guided Bad Karma into Sui Generis.
Oh! Angela Death getting some height on that apex jump.
Low block call going to be called on Bad Karma, and we're in a power jam now. Nice hit out and drag back by the Throttle Rockets. Scratcher comes in very, very hot and puts a big hit right as the whistle blew. Kind of felt a little bad for it.
Voodoo Donuts, the magic is in the hole. Proud sponsor of the Rose City Rollers and your 3-time world champion Wheels of Justice.
Heartless Heathers will be starting this jam in a power jam as the Throttle Rockets jammer is taking a seat in that Bud Light penalty box. So we have Headache hoping to make short work of that Throttle Rocket blocker pack.
Oh, Headache put a foot out and was not quick enough to beat her blocker back in. She picks up a cut track and will spend 30 seconds in the Bud Light penalty box.
Since there has now been a jammer swap in the penalty box, there is no lead jammer for this jam, and we will go the full 2 minutes. Bad Karma coming around. Oh.
Woo! That was
Jess trying to get a piece of her, but Jess misses.
That was a beautiful jump by Bad Karma to picking up those points.
I am always amazed when people jump the apex.
Headache has served time and is now engaging that pack. Rathmatica playing some nice offense, but Headache is taken out.
Heartless Heather's really holding up Bad Karma at the back of the pack.
Multiplayer block will be called. I believe that's Canna Whoops Ass.
Headache completely skating around an occupied pack.
One blocker down on the track right now. Half a six-pack sitting in the Bud Light penalty box for Throttle Rockets.
Meanwhile, Headache just keeps picking up 5.
It's kind of like a leisurely skate at Oaks Park.
And speaking of Oaks Park, we'd like to give them a big shout out. They are the home right here of Rose City Rollers and the place to buy all your derby gear. Check it out, Oaks Amusement Park.
And really no better place to skate in the Pacific Northwest, in my opinion.
Then Oaks Park. I'll be over there tomorrow morning.
Oh, yeah. Do they have the pipe organ going in tomorrow morning?
No, but they have a really nice kids skate from 10:30 to noon.
Oh, okay. And with that, Tegan Iscaria and Tessa Coyle are your two jammers out there on the track. Tegan Iscaria stuck in turn 1.
But not stuck for long.
Well, Frankenskate had some really nice offense.
Oh, and Tesla Coyle missing all of those blockers, and now she's on her scoring pass. Or would have been if Yaya hadn't just called the jam off.
Right, but Yaya picking up 4 points on that last pass, bringing them up to 83-21.
5 minutes to burgers, beer, and bottomless fries. Killer Burger.
Oh, man, now I'm hungry. Just like that.
I was hungry before then, and now my hunger just rose another
Yep.
2 points.
A Killer Burger and bottomless fries? Are you kidding me?
I would kill for a Killer Burger.
Right? Oh, wow. I see what you did there.
Down on the line, we've got Adrenaline Crush for the Heartless Heathers and Amethyst for the Throttle Rockets.
Adrenaline Crush does.
out.
Yep, Adrenaline Crush gets out first and is your lead jammer. Multiplayer block being called on JMFK. Nice bit of offense being played on the inside. Opens it up, and Adrenaline Crush does get out.
And Adrenaline Crush calling it right before Amethyst is able to re-engage the pack there.
WSL Leadership Coaching, helping you be more awesome in your work, sport, and life. That's WSL Leadership Coaching.
Bad Karma down on the line, going up against Angela Death as your jammers in this next jam.
A little bit of last-minute shuffling there at that Ron Tonkin jammer line.
Wow, Bad Karma is quite the slithery skater. Gets on through the middle and is your lead jammer.
I thought she was going to get through without any opposition, but there was a last-minute hit.
Yes, and it looks like Shredder Cheese picking up a direction of play penalty at the very end of that, putting them Heathers down 2 blockers to get this next jam started.
Like to give it a shout out to the friendly people at Echo Construction. They love custom home building, remodels, and roller derby.
And now in this jam, we've got Headache facing off against Tesla Coil.
Headache gliding through with that very odd maneuver on the outside line. She just kind of orbits her blocker to get through.
Blaze of Glory trying real hard there at the end to knock her out, but she just misses. Tesla Coil has exited the pack.
That was a great move on the inside line by Tesla Coil to get out.
Two-Town Cider, damn fine cider made right here in the Pacific Northwest.
Amethyst down the line, going up against Tegan and Scaria. Tegan Iscaria got pinched off on the inside, runs to the out, becomes your lead jammer all on 1 foot.
Totally capitalized on the blocker sort of overcommitting to that inside hit.
Oh, yeah.
She is getting run back by Amethyst. Are we going to eat the baby? No.
Nah. Tegan Iscaria called it off, said, nah, let's get a new.
We're not going to play that game.
We're going to get a new line out there.
Let Deb guide you home. Proud realtor sponsor of the Rose City Rollers. Welcome to PDX.com.
Facing off again, we have Adrenaline Crush up against Bad Karma. Adrenaline Crush is our lead jammer.
And that was a huge hit she laid down on the pivot for the Throttle Rockets, getting out with
Another
just
big
brute
hit
force.
down there on Bad Karma.
Bad Karma has to tiptoe out of the front of the pack just to get free, and she's out on an initial.
I'm seeing a multiplayer block getting called down there.
Well, and there's a lot of whistles happening.
Amidst a lot of whistles.
Yep. I know that Bella Constrictor did report to the penalty box.
Looks like we've got a timeout.
We've got a score of 92-25 with just under 12 minutes left in this half.
The live broadcast of tonight's bout is brought to you by Blaze Streaming Media.
While we have a timeout here, I'd love to tell you about that amazing raffle basket that's making its way down there between the jam and pivot lines. In that raffle basket, you're going to find a 1-hour massage from Tagatha Gentry, gift certificates from Heather B's Floral Designs, acupuncture sessions from Sportland Acupuncture, guided tasting flight for 2 and 6 boxes of tea from Stephen Smith Tea Makers, 3 bags of coffee, some Cheesecake Factory stuff, a handmade bag, fitness and wellness packages, and Reverend's barbecue gift card. That is a gift basket of over $745 value.
That's awesome. It'll get you some of those tickets.
I would buy tickets if I could.
Me too. Hey, and while we got another minute here, gang, don't forget when you're down at the concessions, grab yourself a garden bar wrap and check your program for a $2 off coupon.
Looks like we've got Angela Death up against Tesla Coil again this round.
Everybody tries to take the inside line, and there's a lot of bodies down there. Everybody tries to go out, and everybody seems to adjust. Both jammers right now struggling to get more than 10 feet.
Oh, but Tesla Coil manages to find those feet, and they are going to be our lead jammer. Although hot on her heels is Angela Death. Both jammers have that pack speeding up quite a bit.
Angela Death comes in very hot, picks up 3 points.
John's Landing's favorite eatery and saloon, Buffalo Gap, just across the bridge.
Headache and Amethyst are wearing the stars this next jam.
Nice defense being played. Amethyst jumps over the top of it and is your lead jammer.
Oh, and here's my favorite, the jammer on jammer race. Hetty swiveling around Amethyst, only to have Amethyst call off that jam.
That was some high-speed positional blocking, and Headache finally got around.
Here we are in Jam 17 with a little more than 10 minutes left in this half. And we've got a score of Heartless Heathers 99 to Throttle Rockets 25.
Oh, beautiful offense on the inside. And Bad Karma's your lead jammer.
Tegan Iscaria looking for some O from her teammates. It just seems like the Throttle Rockets are multiplying down there on the track.
No, they're just really good at recycling and getting into the right position. The Stranger is down there doing a great job. She's all over the place.
Tegan Iscaria finally making her way through. But Throttle Rocket's definitely making her work for that. And then almost in pure torture, calling off the jam before she can even re-engage the pack.
We'd like to give a big thanks to the Portland Mercury, Portland Vital Signs, and Shebop. Thank you so much.
And now we have Adrenaline Crush taking on Tesla Coil, and Adrenaline Crush finding that inside line.
That was
Tesla
quite
Coil.
fascinating. One took the inside, one took the outside. They both came out on the other side. Tesla Coil just a little faster and is your lead jammer.
We do have a Throttle Rocket blocker going to the penalty box.
Well, went out of bounds, came back in illegally.
And look at how fast that pack is going.
That's Gemini right now sitting in the Bud Light penalty box.
Adrenaline Crush getting caught in the middle of all of those Heartless Heathers.
Right through the middle.
Wow, found that opening and just beat him to the punch on that.
Tesla Coil really being held up by those Heartless Heather blockers. Well, Tesla Coil just floats on through.
Nice hit by Punchy O Guts.
Tesla Coil calling that jam to stop the bleed from that Heartless Heather stabbing.
$8.08. Food so good it straight broke the mouth. 2 locations, Burnside and Woodstock. That's $8.08.
Down on the track wearing the stars, we've got Angela Death up against Amethyst. Angela Death almost having it, but getting hit to the inside right before she cleared the pack.
Blaze of Lowry picking up a forearm call. We'll go have a seat in the penalty box.
That did not stop Angela Death for very long. She will be our jammer of record.
Amethyst with still trying to find a way out of the pack and get past those blockers. Woo! What a great move by Amethyst.
Oh man, but scratch her in the eye, making life rough for her up at the front. Tarantula handily pushing a Throttle Rocket out of the way.
Your local neighborhood plumbing company and proud sponsor of Rose City Rollers and the Wheels of Justice since 2009. Check them out, Black Cat Plumbing.
Headache facing off against the Stranger.
Stranger, first time on the line with some great moves as a blocker right now, is your lead jammer.
And that is Des causing some trouble up at the front, but also picking up an out-of-play block.
Nice defense being played out there. Oh, and beautiful JMFK escorting Stranger out of bounds.
When you're going that fast, all it takes is a tap to send you out.
Tappity tap tap.
JMFK delivered that tap.
Yeah.
We have Bad Karma up on the jam line again, up against Tegan and Scaria.
Tegan Iscaria getting taken out of bounds on the inside line.
Looks like Bad Karma is going to be our lead jammer.
Beautiful defense right now being played by the Throttle Rockets. Tegan Iscaria cannot find an answer right now.
Oh, and Bad Karma jumping the apex. She is in bounds.
Nice hit out by Punchy O Guts.
Tegan and Scaria looking for some offense from her team. As that Throttle Rocket defense is just really hard for her to punch through.
And a low block call being called on the Gemini.
Ooh, Heartless Heather's just not able to catch Bad Karma as she comes around, and she picks up another quick 4 points.
We got a score of 121-52.
And we have a timeout being called on the track.
All right, fans, just a quick reminder, tomorrow night, Who's Jam, RCR's fundraiser game where the points don't matter and you can pay to change the rules. Sure to be a good time. Come on out tomorrow night. And also Sunday, don't forget, Junior Roller Derby doubleheader, season championships. Come on out, bring the whole family for some roller derby fun.
That Who's Jam tomorrow that's going to happen is going to be a blast and a half.
Oh, it is. Last year when we did it, it was incredible. It was insane. There were so many crazy things they had to do, including jam refs having to switch out with the jammers and jam. There was a backwards jam.
Backwards.
Yeah, there was dancing. You had to dance the entire jam. So many crazy things happened. I can't wait to see what happens this year. I would suggest not missing it.
I'll be here. It'll be fun.
Well, there you go. You get to see Toe Furious again tomorrow if you come to Who's Jam.
All right. Hey, I want to remind everybody we've got an awesome raffle basket. And I would suggest everybody get your tickets in. We are going to draw a winner at halftime.
For only $20, you can get your height or the height of a very tall friend in tickets. Significantly ups your odds. There is the whistle on this jam, and we've got Frankenskate jamming for the first time this game for the Heartless Heathers, and Tesla Coil wearing the star for the Throttle Rockets.
Frankenskate does get out. She is whistled as lead jammer. There's also an out-of-play penalty, and that will be assessed to Natural Selector.
And we have Tarantula and Sweet Generous both heading to the penalty box.
4 points already being picked up by Frankenskate. Nice job right now by the Heartless Heathers trying to get some of their players out of the penalty box. Are going to go ahead and roll with two blockers down on the track.
And that is Scratcher and
Adrenaline Crush.
Thank
Captain.
you, Adrenaline Crush.
Yep. And that's a clear up penalty box right there.
Yes, they may have sacrificed some points in that jam, but it was far more important that they did not start the next jam down as many blockers as they were.
Hey, I understand we have three, count them, three birthdays in the house tonight. We're looking for Ethan, Ramona, and Dale over in the reserve section. Happy birthday from Rose City.
That's
Hope to
right.
see you guys out there at the halftime game.
Happy birthday, and thanks for spending your birthday right here with the Rose City Rollers.
Wearing the stars now, we've got Angela, Death, and Amethyst.
Amethyst picking up a cut track.
Canna Whoop-Ass picking up a high block. Oh, Heartless Heathers are in a power jam right now with Amethyst going to the penalty box.
Angela Death is very, very quick, very agile, and has been around a long time and knows how to pick up points and capitalize on these power jams.
Angela Death getting knocked to the ground a little bit there, but it does not stop her for very long.
5 more points put on the board for Angela Death.
That was Junebot trying to get a last-minute piece of her. Through on one skate and sideways, it looked like.
And offense courtesy of Rathmatica.
Looks like we do have a star pass.
Rathmatica once again doing a beautiful job stripping off blockers and making it easy for Angela Death to pick up those 19 points. Refs are going to confer on how many points were put up. So far, 19 points, but you know there's going to be another. Nope. 19 points is all she got in that jam, which is pretty darn good.
And we're coming close to tripling the scores up there. What do you got, Tofurious?
Your online source for Portland's music, arts, and events happening is PDX Pipeline.
Bad Karma and Headache are your jammers down on the track. Headache right now stuck behind some Throttle Rockets blockers and is barely getting past the jammer line.
And Bad Karma being held up by Tarantula and Sweet Runners, it looks like, but really mostly Tarantula.
Well, she ping-ponged off about every blocker out there on the track, but Headache is finally out as your lead jammer. Sui Generous picking up a multiplayer block. Will go have a seat in the penalty box. And we are at intermission. All right, we've got a lot of great things that are going to happen, including a great halftime show. We've got a raffle we're going to be giving away, so stick around. You do not want to miss it.
So not only is halftime a wonderful time for you to go ahead and get another beverage or a tasty treat from our concession stand, halftime is also a wonderful time for games. And today I think we are doing a relay race. Okay, so as I understand it, this is going to be a relay race. For time, we're going to be timing it. It is going to be individual effort, no team efforts. And it's going to have 3 different pieces. So not only are individuals going to have to do a yoga mat relay race for distance, but they're also going to have to, you know what? I'm going to let Jinx, who is a high roller, one of our home teams, I'm going to let her explain all of this.
Okay, so 2 people at a time. We're losing people. It's really not that scary. We're good. Okay, great. So 2 people at a time. You'll start behind the jam line on a yoga mat. You put a yoga mat in front of you. You step on the yoga mat, pick up the one behind you, put it in front. Just like that. Don't touch the floor. It's made of lava. Floor is lava. You step on the yoga mat, and you pick the one up behind you, and you put it in front of you, and you step on that one.
Oh, like for racing?
Yeah. Yes. Ooh, that's gross. No, that's gross. And okay, and then after that, you have to pass the pivot line down there. Yes, and then you come to Disco, and she will hand you one of these gumball thingies, and you have to turn it over and shake all the gumballs into the bottom one. All of it into the bottom. Once you're done with that, then you go and you get your cups, and the top cup, you do one at a time from the bottom. One at a time from the bottom, or the opposite of what she's doing. And yes. And when you see the one that's a different color that's in, you're done. You win drink tickets and glory. And it's all for time. 10 people, 3 best times. There's no teams. I don't know how to clear this thing. There we go.
Start, stop, clear.
Okay. Somebody, are you holding these or? All right. Oh, multitasking. Suddenly I have a microphone. I'm not sure about it. All right. It's for time. Don't touch the floor. You have to go back. Don't drop the cups. You have to start up. No pressure. Okay, ready? On your mark, set, go. I'm going to do this.
Oh, I'll do gold, you do silver.
Okay. Don't touch the floor. 129. Ready, set, go. You remember your numbers still? Okay, cool. I don't know how much time we have left since the timeline's down. All right. Done. 117, remember that. 17, thank you. 17. Keep that in your head. 117. Y'all's head. Ready, set, go.
First time was?
Mine
was 135.
It was 123. There we go. I believe. Ask.
Oh, what was your time?
128. That's right. Okay, great. Great. Okay.
We ran out of time.
Well, that's great. Sorry. She told me to.
Oh, did we cancel our last week? Yeah, we had 11.
Nice. Let's go. Let's go. 122. 122. Ready? Set, go.
So far, this is the last one. Okay.
Slow. To be honest.
It looks like we've got two very clear winners. It is you guys right here. Which one of you was 1:17? 1 minute 17. You're number one. You get the drink tickets. And 1:21. I don't know what you get, but you get something else really cool. Foam fingers. Who doesn't want foam fingers? Thank you so much, everybody, for participating in our relay race. You all are winners in my book. But now it is time for us to get back almost to Derby. We have a raffle that's going on down here now. I hope everybody put their tickets into the raffle. I know you can.
All right, we're going to do a real quick raffle, and I want to tell everybody what we have in the raffle basket. We've got a one-hour massage from Tabitha Gentry, a gift certificate from Heather B. Floral Design, an acupuncture session from Sportland Acupuncture, guided taste flight for 6 boxes of tea from Steven Smith Tea Makers, 3 bags of coffee and other goodies from Kova Coffee, Cheesecake Factory gift card, handmade bag from Reweaver, a fitness package from Evolution Healthcare worth over $200, and a Reverend barbecue gift card. So everybody get your tickets out, and we'll draw this ticket. Are you guys ready?
Yep.
Everybody but you, right? And that went over the mic. All right, and our big winner is 735015. That is 735015. Get up and wave your hands in the air.
Winner, winner.
All right, let's take a quick look, my young friend. There we go. We have a winner. All right, we've got some paperwork and stuff to report to the IRS for you, sir. Head on over with them. They'll get you taken care of. I'm going to throw it up to So Furious at the top of the mezzanine, and he's going to talk about the Heather's Anti-Valentine's Day Party.
Are you tired of buying roses for that special someone? Tired of watching Netflix all alone on the couch? Well, it's time to mark your calendars for the Heartless Heather's Anti-Valentine's Day Party on Saturday, February 16th. Get on down with your favorite ice queens this year at the Alberta Abbey. The good times start at 9 p.m. Wear as little or as much as you'd like. That's right, peeps. Costumes are encouraged. The more outrageous, the merrier. Join us on February 16th.
Thank you, To Furious. And here at the beginning of a second half, we've got Tegan Iscaria up against Bad Karma. Tegan Iscaria going to go take a trip to the penalty box, which is going to leave the Throttle Rockets in a power jam with Bad Karma as our jammer. Those last 2 Heartless Heather blockers making it very hard for Bad Karma to get through, but she persists, picking up another 5 points for the Throttle Rockets.
Throttle Rockets doing a nice job holding a goat in the back. Sui Generous, unable to get past that wall, is now in there playing some offense for her jammer.
Tegan Iscaria capitalizing on the scrum that's happening there. She gets through with a little bit of a star stash.
Shredder Cheese with a brutal hit.
And Bad Karma being sent to the penalty box on a cut track. This is going to leave Tegan Iscaria in a power jam. Although King, with both jammers taking a seat in the penalty box, what does that mean for our jam time?
Oh, we're going to go a full 2 minutes here. So these jammers, I hope they had their endurance practice this week.
Tegan Iscaria showing off some of that amazing lateral movement that she has.
Amethyst picking up a penalty and an additional penalty, brought to you courtesy of the refs.
Tegan Scaria picking up another 4 points there before the jam does get called off. That gives us a score of Heartless Heathers 170 to the Throttle Rockets 69. King, have you ever been to Anti-Valentine's Day?
Oh, yeah.
Pretty amazing.
It's something to see.
It is something else.
It
that's
is something
for
to
sure.
be, yeah.
But if you don't have anything going on in February and you want to go to
I'll go to it regardless if I do have something going on.
Adrenaline Crush getting out ahead of the pack. They are our lead jammer this jam.
A Heartless Heathers anti-Valentine's Day party is not something you hold on to your other plans for. You cancel everything and you go to that.
Hell yeah, you do. Adrenaline Crush calling it off as that Throttle Rocket Jammer enters the back of the back.
All right, fans, don't forget to check your Bridgeport Beer Cup. 3 lucky winners will drink Bridgeport on Rose City tonight. Check the bar for details.
Angela Death on the line, and the Strange Her out there jamming.
Against Angela Death. Angela Death making short work of the Throttle Rockets blockers.
Nice job on the outside, staying in bounds. Stranger now working up past the pivot line, but Heather's defense right now mobbing her.
I keep wanting to say Throttle Rocker Blocker. Just rolls off the tongue so easy.
I see. Oh, a nice job by Shredder Cheese with a bump out at the top of the apex. And they're going to take Strange Her all the way back to the jam line where she started.
And speaking of the Jammer line, brought to you tonight by Tonkin.com. The largest selection of new and used autos in the Pacific Northwest is only a click away at Tonkin.com.
Headache down on the line, going up against Bad Karma. Both jammers trying to take the inside line.
Neither one very successful just yet.
Headache picking up a cut track, and that is going to be a power jam now for the Throttle Rockets.
Although those Heathers blockers are still making life very hard for Bad Karma there. Oh, and Death forcing Bad Karma out on the inside at the top of the turn there.
Bella Constrictor picking up a penalty. Will have to spend 30 seconds in the Bud Light penalty box.
Bad Karma getting through on a no pass, no penalty.
And it does become your lead jammer. Ooh, and they separate the pack. Rathmatica right now.
The GOAT for the
The
Throttle
GOAT,
Rockets.
yeah. And a cut track being called on Bad Karma. So now the worm has turned and Headache is in the power jam.
Throttle Rockets trying to hold up Headache. That was a beautiful move by Headache.
Except she picked up a forearm call, and now Headache headed to the penalty box.
And we're going to do the Jammer Do-si-do.
The jammer do-si-do.
Since you cannot play roller derby without a jammer, as soon as Headache takes a seat, that releases Bad Karma.
Sit your jammer in the seat. Pass the other one out on the track. I don't know. It didn't rhyme, but it made sense at the time.
I liked it. Oh man, those Heartless Heathers blockers, yikes.
Whoa. And somehow Bad Karma comes out the other side, picking up a full 5 points.
That was a pretty brutal jam.
Wow. All of that action, and the Heartless Heathers picked up 4. The Throttle Rockets picked up 5.
OHSU Sports Medicine is proud to be the official medical care team of the Rose City Rollers.
Down on that jam line, we've got Tegan Iscaria up against Tesla Coil. Tegan Iscaria trying that inside line while Tesla Coil tries on the outside.
Scratcher in the eye, picking up a forearm call, and we'll head to the penalty box.
Tesla Coil looking for some offense from her teammate, Bets Go Crazy. And Tegan Iscaria is out and is our lead jammer. Tesla Coil finally receiving that offense that she was looking for. Tegan Iscaria got out with a little twisty move.
Wow, very fast pack, lots of hard swinging big hits.
And Yaya even managing to score a hit there on Kylie Wyote.
Tegan Iscaria somehow able to brush off a lot of big hits from all those Throttle Rocket players. Does get through and picks up 4 points.
Looks like she did a really nice little chest pop there. Amethyst being sent to the penalty box. Yaya receiving some offense from Scratcher, manages to get her out, picking up another 5 points for the Heartless Heathers.
Well, on that, 21 points picked up by Tegan Iscaria, and the Heartless Heathers have now broken 200 points.
Two-Town Cider. Damn fine cider made right here in the Pacific Northwest. That's Two-Town Cider.
And down on the track, we've got Adrenaline Crush up against the Stranger. And we have an official timeout on the track.
Oh my God. Well, if this isn't enough Derby action for you, I don't want you to forget we've got a junior doubleheader coming up on Sunday. It is the season championship. So I would say bring the whole family down and enjoy this awesome championship series.
Watching the juniors play is probably one of my favorite things in the entire world. They are amazing skaters. They run the gamut from 7-year-olds all the way up to 18-year-olds before they age up into the adult leagues. But if you want to see just what the amazing mindset of a young girl playing roller derby can do, come watch these junior championships. These are the final games of the junior season. I highly encourage anybody who's interested in derby, or especially has a kiddo who's interested in derby, to come watch these amazing kids play.
Angela Death and Bad Karma down on the line.
Heartless Heather starting with one blocker down, who is chilling out in that Bud Light penalty box.
Oh, and Bad Karma comes out the other side, and turn one is your lead jammer.
Bad Karma must be almost 100% on getting lead jammer while they're
So
out.
she's definitely very high at that. Nice little hop on the inside line, and there's a cut track.
So this leaves our Heartless Heathers in, what do we call it? A power jam.
Yes, indeed. And since Bad Karma was the lead jammer, this will go the full 2 minutes. Frankenskate with some nice work on the outside of that pack, trying to open up a hole for her jammer.
Angela Death getting sideways and really just wiry, finding her way through those last throttle rocket blockers. Tarantula with a big hit to the outside and to the inside.
And yeah, that was another nice big hit. Kylie Wyote was the recipient of that. Wow. Throttle Rockets doing a great job knocking everybody around to get their jammer free to pick up those 4 points.
Sometimes the best plays are the chaotic ones. Create a lot of chaos on the track, and your jammer can usually find their way through it on their own. Des and Tarantula and Sweet Generous back here. Really
Forearm
holding up
will
Bad
be
Karma.
called on Kylie Wyote.
Angela Death finding her way around that last blocker, picking up another 4 points.
Voodoo Donuts, the magic is in the hole. Proud sponsor of the Rose City Rollers and the world champion Wheels of Justice.
Headache out there on the track and up against Tesla Coil. Tesla Coil out on the inside line at the top of the apex, gets out and is your lead jammer.
And Headache being sent to that penalty box on a cut track. That's going to leave the Throttle Rockets in a power jam. Tesla Coil getting held up at the back of the pack, looking for offense and receiving it from Natural Selector.
Beautiful defense being played by the Heathers. Even more beautiful offense being played by the Throttle Rockets.
Headache has been released from the penalty box. And the jam gets called.
Yep. Picks up another 2 points on that pass, bringing their total to 92 for the Throttle Rockets.
Let Deb guide you home. Deb Counts Tabor is the proud realtor sponsor of the Rose City Rollers. Welcome to PDX.com.
Oh, I always love to see Derby love down on the track. That is Scratcher and Amethyst giving big hugs. And now the niceties are over.
Yep, now Amethyst wanted a piece.
Amethyst being run back by the Heartless Heathers. Well, Scratcher finds a wide open lane on the outside. Scratcher getting forced to the inside by those, and she ducks under their arms before calling it off. That might be my favorite move of the evening so far.
Yeah, that was pretty cool. I got a big smile on my face from that one.
We'd like to give a shout out to some of our sponsors. Thank you so much. Kay's Bar, Myopic Optometry, and New Deal Distillery.
Oh, looks like we've got somebody going to the penalty box on a direction of play.
Tegan Iscaria does get out as your lead jammer.
Bad Karma not too far behind.
Tegan Iscaria gets out with a little help from her friends, picks up 4 points.
And that was Bella Constrictor that just got sent to the penalty box on a direction of play. Tegan Iscaria coming in hot to those throttle rocket blockers, and she just plows her way through.
Direction of play is going to be called. That's going to be Malicious Intentions having a seat in the Bud Light penalty box.
Tegan Iscaria through for another 4, and she calls it off.
Oh, it looks like we have an official timeout. That would be a taco timeout. Porque no.
Porque
yes.
And this timeout music minute brought to you by Secret Agent Meow.
Yeah, we can. You know, this is actually the Throttle Rockets have had a very good game. Just they've had to contend with that Heartless Heathers defense that so far has really been dominating. We're going to throw it down to the track and find out what this is all about.
Rockets are requesting a backlot call on the blue jammer from the previous jam.
All right, so there is going to be a back block call being requested. So they're going to talk about it and see what they saw and see if this is something they want to.
And that was the Throttle Rockets asking for a back block call on the Heathers.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I believe it was on the other side of the track in front of the penalty box. She came in. There was a bump. The blocker had a seat. I couldn't quite see from this angle one way or another, but I think they might have something that, could be reviewed.
This is why I am not a ref or an NSO, is that I would call back blocks left and right.
That or I wouldn't call anything.
Are you sure they're not just trying to figure out what they're going to wear to the after party?
They could be.
I think that's probably what it is.
Yeah, there's an after party tonight. Y'all should come. It's going to be real fun.
After further review, the blocker moved into the path of the jammer. As a result, the back block will not be a back block call. Rockets will lose their official review for the half.
All right, so the no call will stand. So we're going to get this next jam started out there. There's going to be 4 Throttle Rocket blockers.
And a Throttle Rocket jammer.
And a jammer, and only 2 blockers out there for the Heathers.
And we've got Angela Death and Tesla Coil.
June Bott's doing a nice job with that offense, but had to stop and bridge.
And even though Tesla Coil, or even though the Heathers only have, well, now they have 3 blockers down on the track, they're still making life pretty rough for Tesla Coil.
Direction of play going to be called on June Botts. She was up there trying to play that offense, but didn't quite go in derby direction, so she'll have a seat.
Angela Death is our lead jammer. While Tesla Coil is still battling those Heartless Heather blockers. Gemini playing some good defense out there, making life hard for Angela Death. But not too hard because she picks up another 5.
Right. And Tesla Coil being dropped back by that strong defensive wall. They have got her locked in there and stuck.
And Angela Death, knowing that Gemini was probably going to force her out on the in again or on the inside, chose to go outside. Throttle Rocket blockers just couldn't.
And we have a star pass down on the track. June Boss now has got the star, and she will be your jammer.
Thanks for interrupting me, King.
Yeah, that's what I do.
I was in an epic monologue.
We'd like to thank Selwood Pet Supply, quality nutrition and supplies for your pet right here in Selwood.
Down on the line, we've got Scratcher in the eye up against Amethyst. No hugs this time.
Scratcher does get out. She is your lead jammer, gliding by, hands in the air on the inside line, having a little fun with her bench as she goes by.
Oh. Kylie Wyote catching a piece of Scratcher while she was mid-air.
Screams, "You shall not pass."
I am really surprised that I've been able to make the entire bout pronouncing Kylie Wyote's name absolutely correctly. I anticipated messing that one up multiple times.
We'd like to give a big thanks to Trailhead Credit Union, Bike Punk, Sisu Mouth Guards.
Bad Karma is out there going up against Tegan and Scary. Bad Karma finds an opening on the inside. Got beautiful offensive help from her blocker, and she's your lead jammer.
She also got a really nice whip there from Canna Whoopsass. Tarantula running that jammer back, but the jam gets called.
Rose City would also like to thank Vacasa, Laurelhurst Theater and Pub, Betsy and Aya Jewelry, and Fran's Bakery. Thank you so much.
Looks like we've got a Heartless Heathers timeout down on the track.
Oh, I see it. It's official timeout. That must be another taco timeout. Porque no.
Well, Porky, absolutely.
So much food. So much food. Rose City would also like to thank WSL Leadership Coaching, helping you be more awesome in your work, sport, and life. WSL Leadership Coaching.
So Furious, I don't know if you can
Heartless
be more
Heathers
awesome.
are requesting a skating out of bounds penalty on the previous jam for the black jammer.
So we went from a team timeout to an official review here. Okay.
I don't think we could be more awesome either, but if we needed it, WSL would be able to help us.
And it looks like we've got a decision down on the track.
After further review, there was contact that caused the jammer to go out of bounds. Heartless Heathers will lose their official review for the half.
All right.
I'm not really sure what happened.
Well, the play will stand as it was on the track, so no further action will be taken.
And they lost their official review.
They sure did. And Headache is out there going up against Tesla Coil.
Tesla Coil trying that inside line again, only to be met by 3 very amazing Heartless Heathers blockers.
Junebot's in there trying to open things up. trying to pinch them off and unable to right now hold them together.
Des and JMFK are just up in Tesla Coil's business. Enough so that Headache manages to get out and picks up lead jammer.
Headache in the pack. Oh, gets knocked out. Oh, but
And there is a cut track.
she cut the track. And the player went down, but there was other players out there that she jumped in front of.
So we had a star pass. Junebot is now jamming for the Throttle Rockets, and they're jamming in a power jam.
Yep, Junebot getting bots being taken out of bounds. And she is in a power jam. This will go the full 2 minutes as Headache was your lead jammer.
She did take a trip back to the back of the pack, courtesy of malicious intentions. And now stalled out at the front of the pack.
Headache served her time and is now out of the pack, picking up 4 points on that pass.
Headache picking up another 5 as she came into the pack, super hot.
And that was a full 2 minute jam right there. No further points picked up by the Heartless Heathers. 5 picked up by the Throttle Rockets.
Once again, we'd like to thank Tonkin.com for sponsoring our Jammer line. The largest selection of new and used autos in the Pacific Northwest is only a click away at Tonkin.com.
Angela Death and Smash Away are your jammers out on the track.
And Smash Away jamming for the first time this game, I believe.
Yep, they're digging in there. Looks like a penalty will be called on Adrenaline Crush, who is headed to the penalty box.
Oh, and we had some people taking some trips into the crash barrier over there.
And we've got some lucky fans that go help pick things up, because that's how cool our fans are. Angela Death right now trying to get around. Nice defense being played by the Throttle
By the
Rockets.
Throttle Rockets running her all the way back up to the pivot line and beyond. And that is Can of Whoopsass.
And we've got a star pass. Amethyst now with the star as she is your pivot.
Now your jammer.
Oh, and Angela Death picks up a forearm. So again, this is going to go the full 2 minutes.
And again, it leaves Throttle Rockets in a power jam with that beautiful skate through by Amethyst.
I have always loved watching Amethyst skate. She has some moves that other people just don't quite have.
I do miss her here in Oregon.
I absolutely miss her here.
But it looks like she's doing pretty good for herself up in Seattle.
Yes, indeed. And it's always nice that she's so close she can come visit and shock and awe us again. Tarantula and Adrenaline Crush taking out Amethyst.
Can of Whoopsass again hitting Angela Death into the inside there. Running her back. Amethyst picking up 5 points for the Throttle Rockets.
And another cut call is going to be on Angela Death.
This means that the Throttle Rockets are going to start the next jam in a power jam. Oh, and another Heartless Heathers blocker in the penalty box as well. This is going to give the Throttle Rockets a substantial advantage in this next jam. As we see Bad Karma again on the line.
Well, she does really well in a power jam, and right now there is a even pack number 3-on-3 out there.
Bad Karma doing some hopscotch at the front, gets around, picks up lead jammer.
I think she was avoiding the red squares over there.
Well, now with this multicolored track, we really can play the floor as lava.
5 points being picked up on that pass for Bad Karma. Oh, wow, they were not ready for Bad Karma to come in, and Heathers let her go.
Bad Karma just dancing around Des and JMFK and picking up 5 points in the process. Bad Karma looking for some last-minute offense from her team to let her get through and pick up those last couple of points.
Angela Death picks up 2 points. Throttle Rockets picking up 12 on that last jam, bringing them up to 133 in this game.
OHSU Sports Medicine is proud to be the official medical care team of the Rose City Rollers.
With a little more than 4 minutes left in this game, we have a score of Heartless Heathers 267 to the Throttle Rockets 133. And in this jam, Scratcher in the eye beats out the whole pack, picks up lead jammer like it ain't no thing. Was that on purpose? Was that just style points that she picked up?
I think so. Oh, wow. Comes around, calls it off after picking up 2 points and being kicked out of bounds on the outside.
Hey, we'd like to thank a couple of more of our sponsors, Fran's Bakery, Red Bull, and Protolis Insoles. Thank you so much for being great sponsors.
And there's the whistle starting this jam, and we've got Tegan and Scaria up against Amethyst. Both jammers plowing through the pack. Amethyst barely picking up lead jammer. Tegan and Scaria getting laid out by one of the Throttle Rockets, which causes her to lose about half a lap.
Oh, Amethyst getting a big hit is out in turn number 3.
I think that was Des.
Yeah.
Des landing some really big hits this evening.
Oh, Des knows how to hit somebody.
And we have a direction of play being picked up on Des.
Amethyst finally gets out, picking up 4 points on that pass.
Amethyst is still our lead jammer, and there it is, the call off that I was looking for.
Took the midnight train going
And we are going to have a stoppage of play. Looks like an official discussion down on the track. You're going to see Franken skate down there with the star on her helmet. And Bad Karma. And we have a solo up here, courtesy of Nom Nom.
Up and down the boulevard.
Such a night.
And if you can hear the tunes at home or out there in the crowd, DJ Agent Meow is the one up here spinning them for you. He is one of the best in the business. We love having him here.
If you can't sing along to Don't Stop Believing, can you really sing along to anything?
And the Throttle Rockets bench is
Flossing.
It's flossing over there.
They're doing a little
Woohoo!
floss over there. it does look like.
I know it is awfully convenient that the timeout is called during Don't Stop Believin'. Are the Throttle Rockets going to cycle through all of the Fortnite
After
dances?
additional discussion, we've decided to elevate Blue 925's penalty to an expulsion for an egregious clockwise block.
Ooh.
So it looks like Scratcher in the eye is going to be sitting in the penalty box in place of Dez, who got that egregious back block or clockwise block. Once again, Frank and Skate and Bad Karma are your jammers out there. Ooh, Tarantula with a nice hit. And Bad Karma picking up a cut track. And that is going to be a power jam benefiting the Heartless Heathers. Frank and Skate is now your lead jammer. Tarantula picking up a penalty. We'll head to the penalty box.
I'm having a hard time focusing on the game because the tunes are so awesome. These are all my songs from my childhood.
Oh, Lord. Wow. DJ Zubao is digging deep into his selections and his shock and awe in my co-host here. Bad Karma's back in and trying to navigate through that pack. What a great move!
By Bad Karma.
Yeah, Bad Karma basically juked the skates right off of Scratcher in the eye. And we are down to 25 seconds left in this game. Tegan and Scaria is taking the line with a star on her helmet. And a timeout is going to be called by the Throttle Rockets. We have 15 seconds left, and they want to have a little bit more time to play this game.
Don't forget, Derby fans, tomorrow night, some more roller derby action. Whose jam is it anyway? Rose City's fundraiser game where the points don't matter and you can pay to change the rules. Come on down and check it out tomorrow night.
Well, Tesla Coil is the other jammer down there for the Throttle Rockets. The blockers out there are 4-on-4, and so this will be so far a.
All I can see is a dance party.
I know, everybody's dancing. Now,
I've only seen 2 of the Fortnite dances, though. How many are there? Like 18?
probably much more than that.
It's obviously a game I don't play.
Oh, man.
Slow dance.
And this jam is on. Tegan and Scaria trying to take the outside. Tesla Coil, one player left to beat. Tesla Coil is your lead jammer.
Tegan and Scaria about half a lap behind, maybe a third of a lap behind.
Say goodbye. Tesla Coil gets through, picks up 4 points, calls off this jam. And we've got an unofficial score of 278 to 141. You're going to go ahead and check all the scores, penalties, and other fun things that the refs do. But as we stand, we do have a score of 278-141. We're going to go ahead and throw it down. I'm going to have Nom Nom tell you who your MVPs are. And we have other special announcements that may be coming.
It up for our winners, the Heartless Heathers!
And we do have a final score. The final is 278 to 141. Heartless Heathers overcoming the Throttle Rockets.
And let's give it up for the Throttle Rockets. Thank you, everyone who came out here tonight to witness these two amazing teams. Stick around for a few more minutes and we're going to have MVPs given out from either team. Heathers, do you have some MVPs? Doesn't matter. Okay, yeah, we've got some MVPs here. You know, team picture without you. That's fine, it's cool. Who do we have for MVP Jammer?
MVP Jammer, we would like to award to Karma.
Karma! And who do we have for MVP Blocker?
We know her, we love her, Jamafist.
Oh, Amethyst! And Throttle Rockets, let's hear from you, MVP Jammer.
Kush!
Oh, there we go. I was like, oh, they light up. And MVP Blocker.
Scratcher!
Scratcher. And there is one final thing that the Wreckers would like to say, or not the Wreckers, the Heartless Heathers.
Yeah. So we have a retirement this game of a longtime skater who has been with the Heathers for quite some time. This is her last game, and we're very sad to send her out to the seven seas, sailing away, but we'd like to recognize our teammate, our family member, Rathmatica. And we wish her all the best in her retirement, which sounds silly, but she's going off to do fantastic things, and we'll miss you. I'll miss you.
Thank you, everybody, for coming out tonight to watch the bout. Again, we have an amazing thing planned tomorrow, Who's Jam? Sunday is our Junior Roller Derby Championships. But thank you so much for watching the Heartless Heathers take on the Throttle Rockets this evening. Have a wonderful night.